Alright, my dears, we're making it. It's towards the end of April. We're going towards May, my dears. We're going towards May. And of course, we got our little late Boxycharm unboxing. And of course, I did take a little peek. So if you're curious to know if, well, if this month everything in here is worth it, and yes, can you figure out what it's on my face? Is it the eyeshadow? Is it bronzer? Is it a highlighter? Is it my lips? So, if you're curious, then keep watching, my dears. Keep watching on the April Boxycharm unboxing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really, really appreciate it. Now, I know, it starts to end of April, and you're like, you're posting a Boxycharm now? Look, in my defense, yes, I say look, I tend to do that, my dears. It starts the end of April. I got my box really late. I'm thinking because of the whole Corona thing, delivery is late, and it's just, we got to give the UPS a little I forgive you, because they're going through a lot, essentials, they're risking their lives for us, so yeah. But my point is I got this box really, really late. Now, if you've been to my channel, you know I do take a little look, a little peek-see to see what I have. That way I can demonstrate the products to you guys, you know, my first impressions. First impressions on this box. So, before we begin, and I demo everything that's in this box and let you know my thoughts and let you know if it's worth it and if I like any other products and for what reason, I just want to remind you, please consider subscribing. And remember to push the little notification bell, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded, my dears. And remember to follow me on all of my social medias on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat. And now it has the exact same handle as Enidbluesinger, as well as my IMDb page. And you know, I haven't been acting in a while, but I am going back, I guarantee you, at Enid Lopez, which is my full name. So, for no further ado, let me hush, and let's go straight into what we received in this very, very late April Boxycharm. Well, alright, my dears. Welcome, by the way. Today we'll be doing our Boxycharm unboxing. We're gonna go over these products, and I ain't gonna lie, I did take a little peek. I already have my brows done, my eyes are primed because, well, I did take a look in here. I peeked. I ain't gonna lie to you, I peeked. So we're gonna go straight into the products, and then I'll let you know my thoughts on, well, my first impression. And of course, I do have a mirror. So, I got the box this month, and this is how it looks inside. Chaos. Complete chaos, I understand. It has cards this time, because I believe last month the card was like not even in here. I had to look it up. I don't know. I don't understand my ears. So I'm not quite sure what that has to do with anything. Not quite sure. First thing I see is basically this card, the Boxycharm card, and ooh, it has a BoxyPerk, and I'll put it down in the description below. The Misguided Cute Clothes Cica Wearer, Next Level Fashion from $12 from Misguided.com, and use the word Boxy55. So I'll place that down in the description below, and then of course everything that's in the box is right here on the card. As I stated, I did look at the products inside. We do get a palette this month, but I'm going to put that aside for just a second. One of the things that I want to start today, you know, that way it can melt into the skin, is this green bottle over here. This is the Elemis superfood Cica Calm hydration use super hydration gel. This is a cooling hydrator packed with fruit, water, and antioxidant, which Cica helps to visibly calm skin. Do y'all know what Cica is? Because I don't. Apply every morning to dense to clean skin. It is. If contact with eyes occur, rinse well. Okay, so let's see if he gives us a little bit more information. Elemis Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice, loaded with vitamin-packed superfoods and 75% organic alloy. This gel moisturizer delivers instant cooling, hydration, helping smooth, dehydrated, or sensitive skin. This vegan, oh, it's a vegan, cool. This vegan-friendly formula moisturizes and improves the look of skin texture for a more even, calm, and balanced looking complexion. This is $48. Actually, this came right on time because I am about to be out of my moisturizer. So, hey, it works, so let's test it out. I mean, I do have moisturizer on already, but yeah. I usually start with eye. We have skin things, and I wanted to already be put into the skin, that way it can sink in. Ooh. It comes into like this gel consistency. Okay, let's put it all over the skin. And I do have my mirror right over here. I almost forgot about my mirror. Ooh, it is gel-like. Okay, they weren't kidding. Ooh, I can smell it. Ooh, it's very herby, herb-like. I hope this doesn't break me out. So, how are you guys doing in this whole quarantine situation? Let me know how you're holding up. Are you still working, or are you not working and just being at home cleaning the house? Let me know. I'm below. This literally feels very sticky, very jelly, hence it's an aloe gel in there, which aloe is very good, especially with wounds and stuff like that, and it does help the skin. Nice, interesting. Just sticky. If you don't like anything texture-wise and sticky-like, this ain't for you. Just letting you know, it's very sticky. The next thing in the box that I got is obviously the Porfessional Hydrate Primer. So I'm going to be extremely hydrated today, which is good because I'm literally out. It's early in the morning. I ain't gonna lie, it's 7:23 in the morning, my dears. And it's, well, Tuesday. The temperature is literally 75 degrees, my dears. 75 degrees. So, yeah. This is from Benefit, the Porfessional. They have an original primer that I have used and I like. It closes out the pores, and I guess this doesn't close out any pores. I think it's just more for hydrating. So it would be better for like people with dry skin. Here are the claims. The power, the Porfessional plus 12-hour hydration. I know, I'm being over dramatic. Minimize the look of pores and fine lines. Instantly moisturize and refresh. Prime to help makeup stay put. And it has hyaluronic acid to attract moisture and helps maintain hydration and shave better. Now to smooth and moisturize. Okay? This is how it looks like. Let's just see how it feels. I mean, I already have like a sticky substance, so I think even this moisturizer would be like a good primer. We're going to be extremely hydrated. It's okay. Especially with this interesting heat, and it's a dry heat too. My goodness, you guys, this feels so nice, and it's right, my dears. It feels really clean. Oh, it feels so nice. Oh, I like this primer. Because usually on my primers, I mix stuff, like my serums and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen my past videos. And in my descriptions, I usually add both of my primers and my serums together. That's just what I like. I use like combos. And this one feels really nice. And I think because I originally had this moisturizer underneath before the video started, and then that element, and then this. Woo! All right, my dears. I didn't read you the card, did I? Oh my goodness. Okay. This is the Benefit Cosmetic Porfessional Hydrate Primer. The Silk Smooth Hydrating Face Primer instantly moisturizes and refreshes skin, helps makeup stay put, and minimizes the look of pores and fine lines. Oh, it still does that. Okay, cool. The same oil-free, lightweight feel and pore minimizing power as the original Porfessional plus 12 hydration for normal to dry skin. This is $32. Ooh, because I remember the original one. I think I like this one better. Now, my dears, what I have left is an eyeshadow palette, brushes, and this highlighter from Iconic Blended. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out both of these items together because, well, to create an eyeshadow look. So we got this very interesting, colorful brushes from Lavish. I've never used anything from Lavish, so we're going to test these brushes. And let's see what it says. This is Lavish. It's a 5-piece neon eye brush collection, which I'm actually cool with that because especially with us being staying at home and everything else, we kind of do need, you know, some colorful, some positivity in our life. You know, deflect the corona, deflect it with positivity. I don't know. I just woke up kind of weird this morning. Enjoy. So, back to the brushes. Lavish. I like that name, by the way. A must-have, all-in-one, cruelty-free makeup brush collection that includes essential eye brushes you need to achieve an everyday or more dramatic look. We'll see, my dears. We'll see. This eyeshadow set, it is $29. Okay? And then let me read you the Zoeva. The Zoeva eyeshadow palette. The Zoeva eyeshadow palette offers a range of high pigmented and easy to blend eyeshadow shades. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. And the tempting hues for ultra glamorous makeup looks. The formulation of the eyeshadow is enriched with vitamin E. Ooh, I'm all for vitamins, my dear. This is $28. Okay? So, I like the packaging of the gold in here. It says this is Zoeva Opulence. As I opened it, like I said, I kind of did peek in here. These are all the colors in the palette, my dears. Like one of those spokesmodels. And this is $28. I'm kidding. These are all the colors here. Now looking at them, oh, it says something cute here. Zoeva. Sometimes more is simply more. I agree. Now, I look at these colors and all of these are very, they have some sheen. Some sheen to them, my dears. The only one that is somewhat of a matte appearance is this like reddish one that's called Get Your Glory. All the rest have like a sheen to them. So there's like no anchor whatsoever to put into the crease. Like none. So here are the swatches of all the shades, my dears. As I stated, I have my brows done. I use concealer and a Tarte primer together. I ain't gonna lie, I do have some cream to help, you know, because I'm aging. I ain't exactly a young spring chicken, my dears. And then I went ahead and put powder. So all that is done. My brows are done. If I didn't mention it, I'm using the Too Faced in the shade Arbor. As always, I know I need to branch out, but that's what I always go to. Okay, so since there's nothing to anchor it, because you would think APPAREL or even like Golden Years or something, these would be an anchor, but all of them have a sheen. So looking at that, what I went ahead and used, because whenever you have those, sometimes you're going to have to use things outside the palette. I'm going to be using my bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula in the shade Sculpting Bronzer. Like, I really like the Physician Formula bronzers. I haven't tried any other blushes, and I know that came out like a year or so ago. I really need to. So, give me a moment. Alright, now that everything's off my little bitty table over here, I'm going to start off with this Butter Bronzer on the crease, and I will be using the brushes here. I won't cheat and use my own. I want to see if these are any good, hence first impression reviews, because these look interesting. They're very light. Let's start putting this on the crease. Alright, my dears, and that's going to be our crease color. Nice, simple. This, I must say, is very light. So if you do have some mobility issues, or you know, after a while you're gonna have to be holding your elbow up, or if you have something against, except for me, that actually causes me more issues, so I don't really pull my elbow against anything. I know. This is actually very light, so it won't tire up your hand, and it's also like very fluffy and easy to blend. Like, it's very soft, it's not scratchy, so I like it. And this is called Lavish Taper Blending. Okay. So let's actually go with the actual palette. I'm going to be using maybe like 2, 3 colors out of here. I'm thinking about going into Get Your Glory, and I'm going to put this onto the crease. I'll be using, I guess, this blue one. It just says eye shading. Let's check the pigmentation. It's very powdery.
All right, my dears, this is the part where the people outside are being real loud while they're mowing the lawn. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a voiceover. I just want to let you know that the last shadow, which is Get Your Glory, was absolutely lovely. Now I'm going to be using this next shade. It's called Coin Noir. And I'll be using the same brush. I'll just be using the other side. Now I will be using the shade called Sense Your Movement and using it as an eyeliner. Okay, now I'm going to be using this green brush. It's supposed to be for your eyebrows, but I'm going to go ahead and use it for my brow bone, and I'm using the shades High Chair and Industrial Fortune. Alright, my dears, I am back and they're still moving, so my apologies, voiceover. I'm going to be using the last brush in here, is the orange pencil, and then we're going to do underneath the eyes. And I'm going to go back into that red shade, which is called Get Your Glory. Okay, and the last thing in the box is the iconic London Illuminator. It's basically a highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and try it all over my face with a beauty blender.
Alright, my dears, I missed that. So my voiceover, my regular voice is going to be back and forth. My apologies. Ooh, it's very nice, very glowy. I'm going to set everything up with the Skin & Co. Broma Truffle Therapy Setting Spray. Alright, my dears, I am very glowy. So give me a minute, I'm going to step away. I have my little cat ears out of the way, have my hair zhuzhed, and I'll be right back and we'll discuss, well, basically everything. My thoughts of everything in this box and the total cost. So give me just a second. Alright, one of the first things got in the box was the Zoeva Opulence palette. Now this palette, I love the packaging, I love the colors in it. The only thing I do not like is that you have no anchor. There's no matte in there except for that red one that I use right underneath my lash line and on my crease. That's really about it. So you do have to get another palette to have that dimension and that balance, but other than that, it's really good. This palette I would recommend if you're either not in a hurry or you're a beginner, because even though the colors are very nice and vibrant, and I love that blue, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of blue purplish kind of thing. I absolutely love it, but it does require a lot of building. But when you blend, it gets a lot lighter and it just slowly goes away. So you're gonna have to keep putting your brush in, building it up, blend, do it again until you get the pigmentation you want. So it's one of those build as you go type of palettes. But the colors are beautiful. I like the sheen of them. Like I said, the only thing about this, I won't even say a travel palette unless you don't. Actually, you know what? I take it back. Yes, you can. Just use a bronzer like I did, just to anchor the look, or you can use even a blush and just put it in your crease. Just keep that in mind about this palette. But this, I definitely like. The brushes that came up is this eye brush collection from Lavish. Number one, I love the name Lavish. You know, eye fancy. Now, these were actually very lightweight, very blendable and light. I try to use everything just on this. Me personally, I probably would have gotten more brushes, but I was trying to use what I got in the Boxycharm, and everything is very light. They're fluffy, so I feel like someone who's beginners, or if you have motor skill issues and you can't have anything very heavy for too long, this is actually very light. And you would think light would be very cheap, but believe it or not, it's light and it's actually very good quality. I actually do like these, so this is definitely a plus. Now, the benefit, the Porfessional Hydrate Primer. Even now, even though I'm really glowy, I'm just glowy today, my dears, is that this is actually really nice. And I can just feel the smoothness, it's hydrating, it's very nice. Now, if you have extremely dry skin, I would say this will be good for you. If you have normal skin like me, too oily, we can use whatever. But I live in Texas. In Texas, it is really hot. So you can use this, but this is really good for like the winter as well. If you have oily skin, avoid it because it does have that hydration. So just letting you know, but this is definitely a plus. The Elemis Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice. As I mentioned, I'm going to have to test this by itself because I did have moisturizer underneath, but it did feel nice. It just smells that herbally grass smell, but it doesn't linger. It doesn't linger, and it does feel nice. I'm just happy about the alloy, I'm just saying. But this, I'm going to be testing it a lot more, but like I said, I'm going to finish my little tub of moisturizer that I have, and then I'm going straight to this, and I'm going to give you my thoughts in a future video. But for today, for first impression, like. Last but not least, I tried the iconic London Illuminator. Now, I did the sponge, and if you're curious about the sponge I was using, I'm testing out the Sephora coffee sponges, beauty blenders, type of thing. I'm obsessed with coffee. If you've been on my channel, you know about my coffee obsession. Ain't gonna lie. But this I actually like. I like the color. It's very dewy. Even though that's a sheen palette, you can use it in your inner corners. I did use some on my brow bone, for crying out loud, but I didn't have an additional brush for me personally, so I used a little sponge to put this on, and I really enjoy this. Like, seriously, I really did. But you can't pat it out with your hand because it doesn't blend very well, as you saw in that clip. But this I like, and it's a lot in here, my dears. It is a lot. So let me add up everything and let's see how much is everything in the box. Alright, my dears, everything in the box is exactly $178.99. My dears, this is a $25, $28 a month box for $178.99. Now, I know the burning question, is this month with all these lovely products worth it? I say yes, for once, and I do mean for once. I'm actually happy with everything in the box. I love the palette, I love the brushes, the primer, the moisturizer, which I wasn't sure about actually, and the highlighter. I absolutely love it. I think this is like my favorite box out of all the Boxycharms I've gotten, and I've gotten Boxycharm for quite a while now. So, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and if you get a Boxycharm, leave me a comment down in the description below and let me know what you got. That way we can see if you got the same thing. Do you like it as well? Do you not like it? Let me know why. Let's chat, my dears. Let's chat. Now, one last thing right before we leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful, especially now. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on the next video. See you soon.